Everyone thought Ty Borden was gone forever. But now, the trailer for Heartland Season 19 has dropped a shocking surprise. Ty is alive. Yes, you heard that right. After all the heartbreak, all the tears, and all the grief, Ty shows up in the trailer, standing tall, looking right into the camera. Fans are stunned. Is it a dream? A flashback? Or is it the biggest miracle in Heartland history? Ty Borden's story was supposed to be over. When he died at the beginning of Season 14, fans across the world felt the loss deeply. His sudden departure after being shot came as a painful blow. Watching Amy cry over his final moments, holding his hand in the quiet hospital room, left millions in tears. It didn't just feel like a character was gone, it felt like part of Heartland itself had died. For seasons, Amy struggled to raise Lyndy alone. She worked through her grief, rebuilt her life, and learned to smile again. Everyone tried to move on, but no one forgot Ty. Then came the Season 19 trailer, and everything changed. Just a few seconds in, there's a blurry figure in the distance. Amy freezes, her eyes widen, the music stops for a heartbeat. And then it happens. The camera shifts, and there he is, Ty, alive, standing under the same Canadian sky where we last saw him. No scars, no tears, just his calm, familiar face, the man Amy loved. The father Lyndy never truly got to know. The fandom exploded. People paused the trailer, rewound it, played it again and again. Was it really Ty? Could this be real? Some said it had to be a flashback. Others noticed something new. His hair looked slightly different, and he had a heavier look in his eyes. One fan pointed out that he was wearing a coat we've never seen before. That small detail led many to believe this isn't a memory, it's a real return. But how? How can someone who died come back? Was there a mistake? Was he taken somewhere for his safety? The trailer gives no answers, only more questions. Amy's face says it all. She doesn't run. She doesn't cry. She just stares, her lips slightly open, her entire body frozen in disbelief. The moment is powerful. There's no dialogue, no voiceover, just the wind blowing and Ty standing still like a ghost who's finally returned home. It's the kind of moment that leaves your heart racing. Fans are now digging deeper, analyzing every second of the footage. Some believe Ty was in witness protection after getting shot. Others say maybe he went into a coma and was only recently revived. A few wild theories even suggest time travel or a secret twin. But for now, one thing is clear. The trailer has shaken the entire Heartland fanbase. This moment sets the stage for what could be the most emotional season yet. It's not just about Ty being alive, it's about what his return means for everyone. For Amy, for Jack, for Lyndy, and for the fans who never gave up hope. If Ty is truly alive, then Heartland has just rewritten its own history and given fans the miracle they never expected. Her heart had finally started to heal. After years of pain, Amy had found a way to keep going without Ty. But now, in just one moment, everything crashes down again. In the trailer for Season 19, the look on Amy's face says more than words ever could. Her past is no longer in the past. Ty is back. And Amy's world has just been turned upside down. For so long, Amy Fleming walked through life with a quiet sadness. She smiled for her daughter. She worked hard at the ranch. She tried to be strong. But behind her eyes, fans always saw the sorrow of a woman who had lost the love of her life. Every step she took forward was a step away from Ty, and that was the hardest part. She built a new normal, but it was never whole. She visited Ty's grave, spoke to him when no one was watching, and cried silently in the barn when memories were too heavy. In Season 18, there were hints of healing. Amy started to open up. She found joy in horses again. Her bond with Lyndy deepened. There were even soft whispers that Amy might one day find love again. But now, that journey is shattered. The Season 19 trailer drops the biggest shock Heartland has ever shown. Ty standing alive just a few feet from Amy. The moment is silent, but the emotions are deafening. Amy turns slowly, sensing something strange. Her breath catches, her eyes lock onto the figure. For a few seconds, she forgets to breathe. The camera stays close on her face, and viewers can almost feel her heart pounding. Her hand trembles slightly. There's no smile, no scream, no tears. Only pure disbelief. A woman who had forced herself to move on is now face to face with the one thing she thought she'd never see again, her husband, alive. This isn't just a surprise. It's a storm inside her. Her memories, her heartbreak all come flooding back in one wave. And the trailer shows it clearly. Amy is not just confused, she's terrified. She doesn't run into Ty's arms. She doesn't reach out. Why? Because in that moment, her world is no longer stable. Everything she thought was true has cracked. What does this mean for Lyndy? She's grown up hearing stories of her father. Will she finally meet him? And what about Amy's family? Lou, Jack, Tim, all of them helped her cope with the loss. How will they react to Ty's return? Jack, especially, who loved Ty like a son, may be the most shaken of all. And then there's Amy's heart. She tried so hard to let go, and now she must decide. Can she open herself to Ty again? Can she trust that this is real, not a cruel dream? And what if he's changed? What if he's not the man she once knew? The trailer gives us no answers. But one thing is certain, Amy's world has been torn open again. And this time, love and pain are coming together in the same breath. Season 19 isn't just about Ty's return. It's about Amy's choice. Will she let her heart feel again or protect herself from being broken once more? He was gone. The grave was real. The goodbye was final. So how is Ty Borden suddenly standing? They're alive? The trailer doesn't explain, it only leaves a storm of questions behind. And now, the entire Heartland universe is spinning. Is this truly Ty? Or is something darker hidden beneath this miracle? Asterisk, the trailer gave us only seconds of Ty, but those seconds broke the rules of reality. Fans are now left struggling to understand. How could this be possible? The last time we saw Ty, he was in the hospital, dying from complications after a gunshot wound. Amy held his hand. He closed his eyes. It wasn't a mystery, it was death. So what are we seeing now in season 19? A ghost? A vision? A twist that no one saw coming? Online forums exploded? Theories spread like wildfire. Some say this Ty isn't real, that he's a memory or a dream Amy is having. Maybe she's been thinking about him so much that her mind created him. Others suggest this might be a flashback, cleverly placed in the trailer to throw fans off. But there's one big clue that makes these theories shaky: Amy's face. She doesn't look like someone lost in thought or trapped in a dream. She looks like someone seeing the impossible right in front of her eyes. Then came the most powerful theory: Ty never died. What if the doctors were wrong? What if someone faked his death? Maybe for his safety, maybe as part of a larger story we haven't seen yet. Could he have been in hiding? In witness protection? Recovering in secret? The idea sounds wild, but Heartland has pulled off emotional surprises before. Still, for Ty to be alive after all this time, it would mean someone maybe many people knew and kept it from Amy. That possibility opens up more heartbreak. If Ty was alive and didn't reach out, why? Did he lose his memory? Was he being kept somewhere, or did he choose to stay away? The idea cuts deep. Amy has spent years grieving, raising Lyndy without him, talking to his picture, whispering to the wind. If he was out there somewhere and didn't come back, how will she forgive him? And what about Jack? The man who took Ty in as a troubled teenager, who taught him to ride, to love, and to be a good man. If Jack finds out someone faked Ty's death, his reaction won't just be sadness, it'll be rage. And Lou? She's been the rock of the family, the one who helped Amy pull herself back together. If this return reopens old wounds, will she blame Ty or defend him? The biggest question remains, is this really Ty at all? Some fans are even whispering about clones or shapeshifters. It sounds crazy, but the trailer gives no answers, only close-ups, slow motion, and one man who looks like the Ty we lost. The music swells when he appears, and then everything goes silent. It's eerie, it's powerful, and it leaves us more confused than ever. This moment has shaken the very heart of Heartland. The show that has always been about truth, family, and healing now stands on a mystery that could change everything. Season 19 isn't just promising drama, it's holding back a secret that could rewrite history. And now fans are stuck in the waiting, asking, wondering, hoping, is Ty really back? Or is the trailer playing with our hearts? Asterisk, what happens when a ghost walks back into the room you finally learned to live in? When the person you cried for, the one you buried in your heart, shows up breathing, just as you were learning how to breathe without them? That's what Amy and the whole Heartland family now face. Ty's return isn't just a miracle, it's a spark that could reignite every buried emotion and start brand new fires. Asterisk, Ty Borden's sudden reappearance is more than just emotional. It's a ripple that's shaking every corner of Heartland Ranch. Amy spent years learning how to survive without him. Now she must learn how to exist with him again. And that might be even harder. Amy has changed. She had to. She became stronger, more independent. She raised Lyndy alone, carried grief on her back, and stepped forward without the man she thought she'd grow old with. But with Ty standing there, everything she built threatens to fall. Because love never truly dies, it only hides. And Ty's return brings it all rushing back. The laughter, the pain, the touch. The silence, but also the anger, the confusion. The guilt of trying to move on, and maybe the fear of loving him again. But Amy isn't the only one feeling the shake. What about Lou? She was Amy's shield, the sister who pushed her to heal, encouraged her to open her heart again. If Amy had begun to explore a new relationship in season 80, as some scenes suggested, what happens now? Will Lou support Ty's return, or will she see it as a threat to Amy's fragile peace? Then there's Jack, the ranch's beating heart. He loved Ty like a son. But Jack is old-school loyal, honorable, and protective. If Ty had been alive all this time and didn't reach out, Jack may not be able to forgive him. His silence, his absence, it would feel like betrayal. Jack may be the happiest to see Ty. Or the angriest. And what of Lyndy? She never got to truly know her father. Amy has shown her pictures, told her stories, and taught her to love a man she only knew in memory. Seeing Ty in real life could be magical, or it could be confusing. Is he a stranger or a father? Will Lyndy feel joy, fear, or something in between? Old emotions don't come back clean. They arrive with scars. Ty's return will test every bond between sisters, between lovers, between friends. Will Tim blame himself? Will Caleb step back? And what if Amy had begun falling for someone new? Someone who helped her heal? Will Ty's return destroy something gentle that was just beginning? The trailer hints at tension. Quick glances, awkward silences. A scene where Jack walks away, his jaw tight. Another where Amy looks torn between reaching out and stepping back. Nothing is simple anymore. The miracle they prayed for comes wrapped in complications no one was ready for. Heartland has always been a place of healing. But sometimes healing means facing the pain you buried. Ty is back. That changes everything. And for some, it may hurt more than the day they lost him. Asterisk, everyone saw Ty, but not everyone saw what was around him. While fans focused on the miracle of his return, the trailer quietly whispered secrets in the background, clues buried in shadows, faces half shown, words never spoken. This wasn't just a reunion, it was a puzzle. And every second of the trailer may be holding a key. Asterisk, at first glance, the season 19 trailer hits like an emotional wave. Ty appears, Amy freezes, and everything feels like magic. But behind that raw emotion, the trailer hides something deeper. Hidden in the camera angles, background images, and lighting are hints that this return isn't simple. It's built on secrets. Let's start with Ty's clothing. In his last appearance in season 14, he wore work shirts, jeans, and his usual ranch coat. But in this trailer, he's dressed differently. His jacket is newer, darker, unfamiliar. He doesn't look like someone who's been on the ranch. He looks like someone who's been somewhere else, somewhere cold, strict, and quiet. A place where identity might be hidden. Some fans guessed it could be a government facility or even military. Others noticed a small tag on the collar, something that doesn't match his usual style. A simple wardrobe detail that asks a bigger question: where has he really been? Then there's the scene behind Amy. When she sees Ty, the camera lingers on her stunned face. But freeze the frame and you'll see something strange. Just behind her, there's a figure watching from the distance. It's blurry, possibly male, possibly in uniform. He doesn't move, he doesn't approach, but he's there. Some fans believe he's the one who brought Ty back. Others think he's making sure Ty doesn't say too much. Another secret hides in the sound. The music in the trailer is slow and emotional until Ty appears, then it cuts to silence. Not soft music, not a fade-complete silence. It's a technique often used in film to show a major shift in reality. It tells us, this isn't just surprising, it's impossible. It creates a sense that something is off. That this moment isn't just a happy reunion. It might be something surreal. A short moment near the end of the trailer shows Ty walking through the barn. But this barn isn't the same. The walls are different, the lighting is off. Some fans suggest it's not the Heartland barn at all, but a recreation. Could someone be tricking Amy? Or is Ty trapped in something larger, a plan, a test, a manipulation? There's also a quick shot of Amy holding a photo. It flashes for just 1 second. Some viewers think it's a picture of Ty and Lyndy, taken after his supposed death. The trailer doesn't stay on it long enough to confirm, but if true, it could mean someone had been keeping tabs on them. From the shadows, even Amy's reaction contains a hidden truth. She doesn't just look surprised, she looks wounded, as if this isn't the first time she's imagined seeing him. Maybe she's had visions, maybe someone warned her. That could explain her shock without joy, like she's afraid of what this return truly means. The trailer doesn't hand out answers, but it quietly places puzzle pieces in plain sight. Every flicker of light, every glance, every sound, it's all pointing to something bigger. This isn't just about Ty being alive. It's about why he's back, where he's been, and what he knows that could change everything. Heartland is known for emotion, but this season it's stepping into mystery. And if fans keep watching closely, they might just uncover the truth before the first episode even airs. Asterisk, this isn't just a twist, it's a turning point. Ty's return doesn't only change the trailer, it changes the soul of Heartland. Season 19 is no longer just another chapter. It's the season that could rewrite everything we thought we knew about the past. And reshape everything coming next. Asterisk, Heartland has always been about healing, family, and second chances. But with Ty Borden suddenly alive, Season 19 becomes something else. Bigger, deeper, and far more emotional. This isn't just about one man returning. It's about what that return means for everyone who has spent years living in the shadow of his absence. For Amy, this season could be her most painful and beautiful journey yet. She will face a storm of feelings: hope, fear, anger, love, all at once. For so long she believed her story with Ty had ended. But now the story isn't finished, it's been paused. Maybe even rewritten. She will have to choose whether to step back into love or protect her heart from being broken again. And whatever choice she makes will echo through the entire ranch. For Lyndy, it's a life-changing moment. This season might be the first time she meets her father, not in stories or pictures, but in real life. For a child who has grown up with only half of her roots, this could be the start of something powerful. But it could also be confusing. How does a little girl welcome a man she never knew but has always loved? Season 19 could explore that tender bond and the awkward, beautiful steps of learning to be a family again. Jack, Lou, and Tim will also face their own emotional paths. Jack, the anchor of Heartland, may find himself torn between joy and judgment. If Ty's return holds secrets, Jack will want answers, and he won't rest until he knows the truth. Lou, ever the protector, will likely stand by Amy, but she may question whether this miracle is a blessing or a risk. And Tim, known for acting on emotion, he might be the first to confront Ty, demanding to know where he's been and why he let Amy suffer. Season 19 now carries the weight of all past seasons. It must deal with grief, reunion, forgiveness, and truth. But it also has a chance to do something rare, to give fans a second chance at the story they thought was over. A chance to see Ty ride again, to watch Amy laugh again, to feel that spark between them. If it can be rebuilt, this new season might also bring surprises outside of Ty. His return could trigger other stories, hidden enemies, old allies, or consequences from his time away. Did he leave something behind? Was someone protecting him? Is someone after him now? These aren't just emotional twists. They're the kind of storylines that could add suspense, mystery, and intensity to Heartland like never before. And for fans, Season 19 is more than a show. It's a healing of the wound they've carried since Ty's death. It's a reason to hope again, to cry again, to believe in miracles again. It brings back the energy of earlier seasons when love felt pure, pain felt real, and every episode ended with a deeper heartbeat. Heartland Season 19 won't just continue the story. It will challenge it. It will deepen it. And it will remind fans why they fell in love with this world in the first place. A miracle this big doesn't just end when the screen fades to black. It lingers. It stirs something deep inside fans, the hope that maybe, just maybe, love can truly conquer anything, even death. But with hope comes questions, and questions lead to theories. Heartland Season 19 has given us the biggest shock in the show's history. And now fans are racing to understand what it really means. The moment Ty appeared in the trailer, everything changed. For years, fans accepted his death with broken hearts. They cried, they mourned, and they moved on just like Amy. But now, with one powerful reveal, the trailer has reopened every emotion. And with those emotions come theories, wild, brilliant, and deeply emotional ones that fans can't stop sharing. Some believe this is all part of Amy's imagination. That grief has finally caught up with her and the Ty we see isn't real. He's a vision, a memory, or even a dream meant to help her finally let go. Maybe Amy is standing at the place where she and Ty once shared a moment, and for a second, her heart creates the man she can't forget. Others say no, this Ty is real. He didn't die. He was taken away, maybe for protection. Some fans point to past episodes where shady characters and legal threats surrounded Ty's final moments. Could someone have hidden him to protect him from further harm? Could a deal have been made that forced him into silence? The idea of witness, protection, secret missions, or even a medical cover-up now seems possible in a show that has never been afraid to mix real life emotion with deep drama. Then there are fans who believe this might not be the Ty we know. Some say he could be a twin long lost, never spoken of, now stepping into the story for reasons we don't yet understand. A few even go further, suggesting cloning or spiritual appearances. While these sound unbelievable, the trailer's silence and mystery have left the door wide open. And what about Lyndy? Many fans now wonder if the story might shift toward her future, especially with her father's return. Could she become a central part of the show's heart moving forward, rebuilding the family we thought was lost? Still, the most common theory is the simplest one. Ty never died. The funeral was a mistake. The diagnosis was wrong. Maybe he was in a coma. Maybe he was pulled away by someone who thought it was for the best. Maybe Ty survived, but came back. Too late. Now he's returning to a life that has already moved on without him. And that could be the real story of Season 19, not just survival, but forgiveness, reconnection, and starting again. In the end, Heartland's true magic has always been its ability to touch hearts. And with this trailer, it has done that all over again. It has reminded every fan why this show matters. Why these characters feel like family. Why one man standing in silence can make the world stop. Now we wait, we wonder, we rewatch every second. Fans are lighting up social media, re-editing scenes, sharing theories, and asking one big question. Is this really Ty Borden? And if it is, what happens next? So what do you think? Is it a trick, a dream, or a miracle? Comment below and let us know your theory. And if your heart raced when you saw him too, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this moment with every Heartland fan you know, because this story isn't over. In fact, it may be just beginning.